Hey you guys, this is Makanor, and this is a second request video. Thank you Adriana for being such a loyal subscriber and viewer, and thank you everyone else who subscribes and follows my videos. I love you guys. Adriana asked if I could do a video talking about my kin type or stereotypes, and here it is. Also, this is going to be interesting things about me as well, so here we go. One thing is I partake in religious syncretism and spiritual syncretism, and what that is it's incorporating various beliefs and principles and practices from other traditions and religions and spiritual beliefs and incorporating into one's own personal one. And for me, the reason I did this, or the reason I do this, is because when I was younger, I saw a lot of flaws in Christianity. I saw a lot of contradictions in the Bible, and I saw a lot of contradictions in people that follow and practice Christianity. And I saw that a lot of major religions had a lot of issues. With a lot of other religions, it was a us versus them mentality. We know the one true God, and they don't. And I didn't want to be a part of that. And with Buddhism and Hinduism, I really love both of them as religions, but I never did like the repeating theme that the individual identity is illusion. The sense of self is an illusion. That you are part of the universe and therefore you don't exist as an individual. That's what I interpreted as, and I really wasn't too comfortable with that because I love having a sense of identity. I love being an individual. I just like that me and that you. That's what I like. I just can't imagine any other way. For me, imagining it any other way would be basically being a zombie. Being a brainless zombie with no identity, only moving about the world just to move about it. And I know there's deeper concepts to Hinduism and Buddhism, but that was just the biggest obstacle for me. Um, so for me, it wasn't like most of these religions and spiritual beliefs were bad. So the thing I just did was I thought that everybody has their own path to God. Everybody worships God in their own specific way. So I decided to take and incorporate parts of other beliefs and parts and practices of other, cultures and other spiritual sects and orders and stuff and mesh it together into my own personal one. One that I would feel spiritually fulfilled with. One that I wouldn't feel like I would be tied down to very heavy, extreme um principles that I weren't comfortable with. Like I would be comfortable with what I'm devoting myself to, and that's about it. Now, this was a long, interesting fact, so let's get to the other ones. I tend to think in terms of duality. That's another interesting fact. I tend to think in terms of opposites. And that reflects in sometimes in some of my videos because I can see both sides. I can see and understand both sides of an argument. I can see and understand ways that I can see and understand where a lot of people are coming from, and it gives me a more open mind, which carries on into like my social life. I'm very open to a lot of people from a lot of various lifestyles and backgrounds and beliefs and opinions. Just as long as you don't sink my boat, I'm not gonna sink yours. As long as you don't try, just as long as far as socializing goes, as long as somebody I have an opposing opinion with, as long as they don't try to repeatedly just rub it in my face, we're good. As long as we can come to an agreement that we both disagree on something and we just leave it at that, that's okay. Um, Also going on to kin types. Sorry to keep you waiting, Adriana, for like 4 minutes, but going on to kin types and stereotypes, it goes back to the duality thing. I have, in my opinion, two sets of kin types and stereotypes, and that's depending on the duality. One set of kin types and stereotypes I have is a land versus water duality going on. So my stereotype is Eurasian wolf, and also a type of, and also the kin type is a type of aquatic siren. And for me, it's a whole earth water duality that one needs the other and everything like that. Another thing, another set that I have is nature spirits. Like one is a benevolent nature spirit, the other one is a malevolent nature spirit. So it's basically good versus evil, the whole inner dark and good in oneself. I know that's a cliche duality, but for me, for me, it reflects in my kin types that I identify as, and it's ironic and it's weird because I always say that I don't really, I'm not fond of people having like more than probably I'd probably say like more than four kin types, like more than four kin types, and I believe some credibility begins to be put into question. Or there should be some questioning on why more than four. I mean, I know people do that, and I don't want to offend them if they have more than four kin types or stereotypes, but I believe at the end of the day, it's a process of elimination, and it's always a constant inner reflection. So for me, I always try to narrow it down. Like I used to be, I guess my previous kin types used to be like psychic vampire and some other types of stereotypes and stuff like that. But I eliminated it because I felt that there's more specific things that match the description of what I feel I am. There's more specific things out there. And I always say do research because you might identify as 12 things and out there might be one thing that is all 12 of those put into one. Just put into one simple term, 12 things. So it's always good to research because instead of having 12 different kin types or stereotypes for various things, there might be one kin type or stereotype out there that has all those traits in one. So for me, it's always a process of elimination. But there you have it. Those are my two sets of kin types and stereotypes. Um, this is almost 7 minutes long. Sorry to put you guys through that. If you want to hear more interesting facts or you have any other questions to ask, don't be afraid to ask them. Don't be afraid to comment them. To send me a message on my page, or whatever. Basically, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, it'd be good if you guys just share the videos. Like don't just be like very spammy about it, but if you see a video that you like of mine and you want to share it on Facebook, copy the link on Facebook, share it to your friends. If you have friends that would like my videos, recommend them to them. Don't be like very spammy about it, but do get it out there because it's kind of weird that I talk about all these, interesting topics and discussions and boom, like 20 something subscribers. Somebody else talks about Tails, 200 subscribers. I mean, I'm not bashing people for doing that because that's their own prerogative, but it's kind of weird where you're putting in work here and you see somebody else not putting in that much work and you see them doing a lot better than you. It's weird. It's weird. But I don't like comparing myself, but that does happen. That does happen sometimes. I do think about it. This is Makanor. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye.